Guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Today we're getting into Chapter 6 of Quidditch, Starry Sky catching up with Penny. I'm sure there'll be plenty of Quidditch practices in this. I'm pleased that Miss Parkin has made a full recovery. Miss Parkin's performance on the pitch was perfectly textbook. Sky Parkin may be the only person who can outfly me. Maybe. Hey guys, I really need to change out these pyjamas. Everyone's talking about your house match, Shiny. Even Madam Pince, and she never talks about anything. It was a rather spectacular win, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant. You were fantastic, of course. But everyone's talking about Sky. They're saying that she's why Gryffindor won the match. It's like we're finally seeing Sky Parkin, Quidditch star. Shame that I can't play Quidditch and watch at the same time. I had no idea. Don't worry, Shiny. I may not have Murphy's memory, but I'm sure I can tell you everything. Thank you. I mean, I pretty much saw everything that was there. But, fine. I still haven't had the chance to ask Guy why she said her dad was injured. I hope even Parkin comes to the match again. Sky made the Parkins proud. Oh my god. 10 seconds before a yawn comes out. Sky scored one goal, backhanded. She didn't even look. Penny truly is Sky's biggest fan, isn't she? When Sky is on a chocolate frog card, it will say she was Gryffindor's best chaser. Sky says she's been practicing even more than before. I suppose it worked. It's good that Sky recovered so well after what happened last season. I still haven't had it yet. Still got to ask her. Anything new? Doesn't look like it. Best chaser at Hogwarts. What about me? Sounds like I missed a lot. I haven't watched Sky play since she saved me in the first friendly. Between learning to play Quidditch and joining the Gryffindor team, I haven't had the time. Watch her play in the Quidditch World Cup one day. I'll save you a seat. Come to think of it, this is the first time you haven't been the talk of the team. How do you feel about that? I'm relieved. It's relief not being the centre of attention. Thanks to Jacob, everyone has known who I am since I got off the Hogwarts Express. That's true, isn't it? In that case, I'm happy you're finally feeling free from the spotlight. Come on, guys. Yeah, bravo. Bravo, Sky. She looks pretty happy with herself. Why are you standing around? Orion's called a team meeting. He probably wants to tell us who we're playing in the next house match. Go on, Shiny. I'm sure everyone's waiting for you in the changing room. I'm off. How many practices before we get to speak? I've learned which team we shall face. Join us in the changing room. I'm coming. Any idea who we're playing next? I'm a bit nervous. How have you been, Shiny? Keeping busy? Bean says you got to work on your beater's bat technique, but you've got potential. Potential. Is it time for a moment of vivification, Orion? Not usually a fan of those, but we deserve a bit of a celebration after our winning in our first house match. Especially you, Sky. You never played better. Just wait until our next house match. Indeed. It is time to begin our preparations for our second house match against Ravenclaw. Are we ready for that? We must be. With our win in the first house match, we've sent a strong message to our competition. Winning with a score of 260 to 110 is something to be proud of. It all comes down to getting to the next Quidditch match. We've to claim the title. We've claimed the title of Quidditch Cup champions. They will try to take it back. They've got the best beaters at Hogwarts. Not sure we can match them. I'm sorry, right? I mean, it was a little dig about, best Gryffindor chaser. I'm hurt. I'm not relieved, am I? But saying they got the best beaters. Not without the world's next best professional Quidditch commentator, and certainly not without Pow! Beater-defying strategies. Murphy has agreed to prepare us for our coming match. Listen carefully, because I'll tell you everything you need to know about strategizing against beaters. I'm open to hearing what your plan is. Why are we focusing only on beaters? Magnolia is maths. Maths don't win matches. Are we all beaters? So are our opponent. We are all beaters. So our opponents are all beaters. Yeah. A bludger battered by a beater can strike at any and all angles. Jesus, that's a tongue twister. Heed the wisdom of McNully. Try to get behind Wrath when she's aiming bludgers. Follow the strategy to increase your chances of beating a beater by 67.3%. Perhaps I should ask Murphy about beater-defying strategies. If you can't avoid a bludger, try to soften the blow. Why are we focusing only on beaters? Can I ask that? 83.7% of what I'm telling you is 73.4% effective. Magnolia is maths. Maths don't win matches. People do. A bludger battered... Yeah, okay, strike at all angles. We were on repetition. Let me guess. Practice after this? I mean, my god, if we got a chapter with no practices, that would be amazing. It'd be almost about as amazing as me getting through a whole episode without yawning. I think it's something about doing the accents. Like the breathing differences make me yawn. Any scientists out there who can explain why I yawn when filming Hogwarts mystery videos? I don't yawn doing any other video. Mario Kart? No. But I'm not doing impressions. That's the only difference. Will these tactics really help us win the house match? Ravenclaw may have the toughest beaters around, but if you follow these exact strategies, you've got a 53.8% chance of victory. How can you be sure you're right, Murphy? How can you not be sure I'm right? You've not been a beater for long. This is true. What are the odds that we can end this team meeting and get out on the pitch? It is indeed time for our team to convene on the pitch. There'll be more than one surprise today. Oh? All this talk about beaters feels a bit personal. Come on, Shiny. Less standing and more flying. I'll be there. I simply got lost in thought. Well, hurry it up. Can't beat Hogwarts' best beaters if we don't practice. You're right. It's time to head to the Quidditch pitch. These are little digs. I feel like there's not much sensitivity when they're saying these things. Like, yeah, okay, maybe I'm not the best beater, but you don't say that, do you? It's like, I don't say to my 4-year-old, you're crap at spelling, you know, or there are better spellers than you. By the way, anybody who's not familiar with a 4-year-old child knows that spelling is miles off. Where's my coat? I want my trench coat. Is it over here? Nah, I don't want my mad eye. I want my cool coat. Taking too long to load coats. Oh, that's being too much like Sky. Where's my clothes? Oh my god, I'm naked. I'm invisible, guys. Complete 2 Quidditch friendlies. We'll see you in the morning when we've completed 2 Quidditch friendlies. We might even see you on each other on Saturday, because that's how long these take to get through with the Quidditch friendlies. Okay, so bring on next day. Alright, we finally completed the friendlies, so we can now continue with the side quest, the Quidditch quest. Go to Quidditch practice. Hogwarts Mystery Design Contest. It's the final week of our design contest. Design an outfit inspired by the 4 Hogwarts houses for a chance to see it come to life. Okay. I mean, I can't draw that well. So I'll leave that up to people who can. Oh, after 2 Quidditch practices, we got another Quidditch practice. But this is not Quidditch practice. Sky has been cheerful ever since the house match. You know what could be a laugh? Bludger table tennis. Yeah? Orion says he's got another surprise for us. Any ideas what it could be? No. It is time. Are you prepared, Sky? Prepared for what? Ryan's letting you run the team through some drills. Our team will benefit from an exercise they've not yet encountered, one beyond the borders of the typical. I'm not sure any of our team exercises have ever been typical. Looking for you, Shiny. You've done this one before. Alright, you lot. To prepare for our team for the Ravenclaw's beaters, Sky will guide us through an unorthodox exercise. We're going to try something I taught Shiny to play chaser. Wait a minute. Oh. What are you waiting for? Pair up and dodge the bludgers. Okay, just loads of bludgers. 8 hours. It's a big one. Shouldn't I practice deflecting bludgers instead of dodging them? Glad I'm wearing my uniform for this. Sky looks like she's having a laugh. She's almost cheerful. Beaters need more dexterity than Kennel-worthy Wisp led me to believe. Yeah, okay. Kenny Witherfurfy. How did Sky persuade Orion to try this? It is good practice. Shouldn't I practice deflecting bludgers instead of dodging them? No, this is for everybody else without a bat in the hand, so that they can dodge them more effectively. This is actually a good idea. Glad I'm wearing my uniform for this. Sky looks like she's having a laugh. She's almost cheerful. Beaters need more... that old kennel-worthy Wisp. Got to make sure everyone will come out of the house match with their ribs intact, right? You can soften the blow if you sort of catch the bludger with your body. Really? Try rolling to the side. Always helps. We'll need to speed the house match. We'll need speed to win the house match. Speed and finesse. Okay. Feels just like old times, doesn't it? No. It's worse. Got to make sure everyone, ribs intact. We're on repeat. Right, and we finished dodging bludgers. Just dodge a few more. Take your time, guys. Success. Need a breather, Shiny? Definitely. Dodging bludgers is exhausting. Just like old times. I believe we've dodged a sufficient quantity of bludgers, for the time being at least. Let us breathe before we resume practice. Alright, may I ask you something? Of course, Shiny. Questions are the noblest of all quests. Well, even though we won our first house match, Murphy taught me the team strategies to use against beaters, the best beaters at Hogwarts. I know Wrath is rather good, but what does that mean? We aren't? What makes any beater good or bad? The terms are subjective, are they not? But what if I'm holding the team back? Do you believe that you are holding us back? No, I don't think I'm our weak link. Then you have your answer. It is your partner who is the weak link. But I don't know for sure. How do I know if I'm holding the team back? The answer is inside you. The only certainty is in your heart. If my heart has answers, it's not keen on sharing them with me, the rest of me. The heart is abstract. It answers and equally nebulous. You will find them when the time is right. I suppose if I want an objective answer, I need to talk to Murphy after Quidditch practice. More Quidditch practice. We're just doing a normal Quidditch practice, which will probably be followed by another Quidditch practice. Yeah. missed. Oops. Sorry. Maybe I am the weak link. Never. Never. Nah. Oh my god, this practice is huge. Finally. It's finally over. Thought it would never stop. Okay, we've done that. Oh yeah, 2 more friendlies on top of that, which I will have to wait 2 hours till tomorrow. Till tomorrow. And we're back, ready to talk to Murphy. We've finally done those 2 grueling Quidditch lessons. To the commentary box to talk to Murphy. Yeah, that's how I do. So what do I owe to that entrance? Andre, I didn't think I'd see you up here. He just arrived before you did. Though, I have to admit, your entrance was much more stylish. We're reviewing Seeker strategy, but I'm sure we could talk about beater tactics. Actually, I could use some help with statistics and an objective perspective. I've been having some doubts about how I've been playing as a beta. So you came to the world's next best Quidditch commentator. Next best. I'll help you too, since I don't mind playing house matches. I'm as objective as well as I am dressed. Come on, Shiny, we need the details. Right, here's the deets. So, did you teach the team strategies against beaters because of me? The beater-defying tactics seems relevant because of Wrath, not you. The nice thing is about being a reserve player, far less pressure. Orion Amari answers every question with another question. Bit odd, really. I've heard about this sort of thing before. It's both psychological and mathematical. How? You don't have to master everything on your first go. Natural talent is overrated. Sky had the team practice dodging bludgers to prepare for the match. Perhaps I'm overthinking this, but I can't know for sure. Penny says Sky is the talk of Hogwarts after our last house match. Alright, I'm gonna repeat. I mean, it's not always about us. God. So narcissistic, shiny main character. And just because you're not as good as something doesn't mean you're good. It just means they're better. Right. Anyway, we're good enough to win a game, so that's all that matters. I'm looking forward to how this is mathematical. It sounds like you're in a slump. What do you mean? Isn't slump simply another word for bad luck? Of course not. Luck, superstitious statistics. A slump, on the other hand, is purely mathematical. Every sport is judged by numerical points, averages, scores. You've got to account for every variable, like your opponent's skill, or what you eat for breakfast, or the angle of the sun. But if a score falls by 35.5% or more, you're in a slump. That's one way of looking at it. Do you think that I'm in a slump, Curse Breaker? I think I am. No, I really don't think I am. It sounds rather dramatic. In fact, I was just telling Orion that I don't think I'm holding the team back, though I probably need to improve as a beta before the house match. That's a good idea, since you'll be playing Wrath soon, and there's only one way to prepare for that: practice. You've got to get out of your head and get back in the game. It's the same as I told you when you were fretting over your friendship with Sky. And who played spectacularly in that house match, by the way? Quite. She was at her most parking, 100% parking. Yeah, she's been in a rather good mood about it too. I suppose you're right about getting out of my head, Murphy, but how? My head is where my mind is. Going back to basics always helps me when I'm trying to learn a new maneuver, or trying to come up with a new outfit. That makes sense. I can train a bit on my own before our next practice. Thanks, you two. I'll head back to the pitch. Okay. If your heart is still flooded by doubt, Quidditch may calm the waves. Am I just going to go to you and you're going to play a game of Quidditch? I think that's what's going to happen. I'll speak to you in a bit, Ryan. Right, now it's time for the final part. Quidditch practice. Again. Got another Quidditch practice. Sky. Finally going to find out why she lied to us. Sky, what are you doing here? Getting a bit more practice before Orion shows up. Winning one match isn't enough excuse to slack off. Why are you here so early? Murphy says I might be in a slump. Really? What did you say? I don't think I'm in a slump, but practicing more can't hurt. If it helps, I know all about slumps. Because you've been in slumps yourself? Of course not. Did you not see our last match? Well, no, I was playing in it. Right, almost forgot. You've been in a good mood ever since, though. And you were in a good mood before you were the star. I wasn't comparing us. There's no comparison. Sky, are we alright? Things have been odd. That thing about your dad. Forget it. Listen, about your slump, even professional Quidditch players get into them now and then. You should hear some of the things that they do to get out of slumps. Alright, let's hear it. Tell me. Cousin of mine tossed puffskeins back and forth to practice passing. Okay. My dad knew a keeper who swore by hanging from her broom like a bat. Okay, weird. One player who can't say no washes his uniform in homemade jam. Never been in a slump myself, not since I was in nappies anyway. Every slump remedy involves something ridiculous. It's like fighting a boggart. My brother talked to his lucky glove to get out of a slump. It worked though. Did it though? Or was it just by chance that things changed? Perhaps the way out of a slump is learning to laugh at myself again. Laugh. Between slumps cures and lucky rituals, Quidditch players are a superstitious lot. I will not put my feet in Bubba Tuba Puss under any circumstances. Are you having me on? It's difficult to tell. Perhaps the way out of a slump is learning to... Yeah, we got that. Cool, we are probably just going to have a little bit of extra energy left over this week. Yay. 67. We got an extra 19. I can't believe some of the things Quidditch players do to get out of slumps. Those can't possibly work. Doesn't matter. The point is that they believe them. So, what do you believe would get you out of a slump? Andrew said I should practice the basics for a while. Good advice. That's why I picked dodging bludgers for our team exercise. It was useful back when I taught you to play Quidditch, so it has to help us face Wrath. It took a lot to persuade Orion that it made sense. But my training helped you, did it? Didn't help. No, it didn't help me become a better Quidditch player. We'll see what happens when the house match then. At least I know you can dodge bludgers well enough. One way or another, you'll be back on form in no time, so long as you keep practicing. Now, are we going to stand around all day, or are we going to practice play Quidditch? Perhaps we should chat some more first, since you're in a better mood and all. You keep saying that. Yes, I'm in a smashing mood. What of it? What you told me about your dad, about him being injured. Ah, no time for a chat, only time for practice. Remember, next up we've got Ravenclaw and Wrath. Okay, still not answering it. Is that... I'm guessing you want 2 Quidditch practices out of me. We'll see. Maybe we get to do this one and that will be it. Oh my god, surprise, surprise, complete 3 more. Right, it's time for the last part of this Quidditch. Oh my god. I was doing perfect up until then. Promise. You can tell by my frustration. It was not a successful maneuver. It's not successful. Oh, was it? Temple rig shuffle, blah 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 blah. I say the same thing every time. Right. I'm hoping that we get to learn Sky's secret now, because she's been dodging us for too long. Complete? Oh my god, we don't even get to find out. I've waited an extra 21 hours to show you that. We'll find out what's wrong with Sky, what's going on next time, because she's just avoiding us. But if we don't deal with it next time, then I'll be highly frustrated. That's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Hit subscribe if you want to get up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.